What's going on, everyone? So it's been a little bit since I've made a video on SoFi. Let's kind of talk about the price action. I brought back the big boy chart for you guys. If you guys have been following my recent videos, just been doing a lot of supply and demand technical analysis. But with this, I want to go ahead and bring back, the big dog. Um, and that's, this is the main chart that I'm going to use to kind of really see intraday where we have room to run. And for a swing trader, it's also really, really good because you can kind of get an idea of what levels you should be looking at. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at SoFi. Today we closed at $12.13. Currently on the after hours session, we're pretty much flat. We were up 3.5% on the day. So here's what I do like about SoFi today. The first day that we closed over the 5 and 10 day moving average. If you can kind of take a look at today's candle, you can see that we've been holding this prior demand zone down here between $10.50 and right around this $11 area. So we are about $1 up from that. We are in the lower linear regression channel here. This channel is still sloping down. So depending on your position, whether you're holding stock at a higher average price, maybe you just entered into this play, whatever the case may be, today is a good close. Yesterday, we had a little bit of a red hammer candle down. I was kind of thinking, man, if we really start to confirm this price action to the downside, we could really get back in here to this $10, $11 range, which I don't want to see for the long-term longevity of this stock. With that being said, before I get into the rest of the levels where we could go, we have to keep an eye on the IWM. So the IWM is going to be the Russell 2000. It's going to be all of the small cap stocks. If we kind of take a look at what the Russell is doing, we put in these lows down here at 188, and then we kind of had a 3-day push higher, followed by a back test to the 10-day moving average, and then we kind of based out consolidated, and then today we got this nice push up. So what I'm really going to focus on for all small caps, it doesn't have to be SoFi, but it can be any number of these small caps that have really been hit and feeling a lot of pain lately. If the IWM can sort of clear out this channel here going back to February 1st and February 2nd, we can get a close over the 20-day moving average and maybe possibly start pushing towards 204.63 to get out of this bottom channel here. You can see these linear regression lines, the blue lines that I'm highlighting here. Let me just kind of pull up my drawing tool. These lines, this line, this line, these are all channel lines. And if you notice with SoFi, they're kind of sloping down a little bit because we're in a little bit of a downtrend. With the IWM, even though we have been selling off, these lines over the bigger picture are going sideways, which means that this is just a whole lot of choppiness action. So when we did break down below this zone here, is definitely not something that we want to see for the small caps. What we want to see is a breakout of this consolidation, of this downward, all of this price action down here. If we can get this close over 204, you're going to start to see some of these small caps 10% daily gain, 15%, 20%, 25% in the day intraday moves, because a lot of money is going to start feeling comfortable about getting back in the stock. So if we just go back to SoFi and kind of look at the levels that we really need to pay attention to, here are some levels that we can pay attention to kind of, make some money on SoFi and understand where to get out if we need to. So right now, as it stands, if we did lose 1050, we got to get out of the trade. We just got to get out of the trade and look for a better day. Look for better times ahead, because below 1050, there's really no saying where we can go. Yes, we can pull up the weekly time frame. We can kind of see potentially, if we look down here, $10.10 is, the absolute low. I mean, we're going back a year's worth of price action here. So we are coming off of the bottom. How much lower can we go? Unless SoFi goes bankrupt and out of business, and essentially the stock goes to zero, how much lower can we actually go? I'm not saying that we can't touch $8, $7, $5, but if you're bullish on the stock, that's really not what you're going to want to see. If we do kind of blow up this weekly time frame here, you can see right now, currently we're being rejected at the 5. This is the 5-day moving average, and this is the nearest term sentiment. So if you're a bull on a weekly perspective, on a weekly outlook, a weekly projective, if we can get over $12.44, we're going to have a lot of room to run. Perhaps $1 into $13.47, maybe even $13.75. This is the level we're going to need to clear out. If we can clear this out, you're going to want to be a part of this trade. Guys, if you want more information like this and you want more videos on different types of stocks, leave me a comment down below, drop that ticker, join my Discord. That link is also down in the description box below. Throw me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys all on the next video.